Hello everybody, and welcome to week 15 of A Chip Off the Old Block Toys. This is Jeff here, and this is my city mock. Today, as promised last week, I've delivered today the grand plan of the city. Now this is pretty small, I will blow it up, but this is the overall picture here. We're going to start from right and work our way to the left, and I'll show some pictures in between. First here, on my cursor here, you'll see this river walk on each side and the highway bridge, and that part's already, well, this little section's already built, but the river walk's going to extend almost all the way to the end of this MOC here. Okay, so now I'm going to blow it up a little bit here so you guys can see, and we'll work our way in there. All right. Okay, so let's start at the top here. You guys have seen the highway bridge get built. Over here on the side is going to be a pirate ship museum. And like I already mentioned before, I loosely based this city, at least the Riverwalk part of it, from Columbus, Ohio. And Columbus, Ohio, years ago, used to have a replica of the Santa Maria, one of the ships that Christopher Columbus used. And that's kind of the idea. I don't have a replica of the Santa Maria, but I do have a couple pirate ships. I'm going to pick one, throw it in there, and that's what we're going to have. And that'll be the museum right here. And we're going to have the highway bridge, Riverwalk, and then on top of the Riverwalk, we're going to have a cobblestone road. It's going to just be a two-lane road, one each direction. And the red here signifies residential area. So the very first building we're going to have, and let me zoom on that just a little bit more. Okay. We're going to start off here with the red-white duplex. Okay, so that one's actually based off of an actual Lego set, sort of. And that's this one here. I have about 10 of these sets, and I put the number there, even though it's going to be completely my creation. I need a reference point for me so I know where to steal the pieces from to be able to build this. And so I'm going to base this MOC off of a duplex that I lived in Virginia on a military base. And it wasn't these colors, but the general outline, the idea is going to be from there. And this here is perhaps one of my favorite of these types of sets. I believe this was the first one that Lego came out with. Regardless, my duplex is going to be one road plate by two road plates, and that is for a grand total of 10 by 20 inches. So it's going to be quite large as far as the Lego scale goes, as you see here. Then moving down here, the next one is going to be the model home. This one I have not mocked out yet, but I guarantee that I will find a way to mock it out because I don't like just throwing regular Lego buildings on a city. And that one here is this one. And this was a 3-in-1 set that Lego came out with, and I have 3 of them, and there will be other ones placed on the same street. If I'm not able to mock it out too much, I'll do the 3 different ones they have. But here you go. There's that one. And again, the next door will be the 4954. And that one, in a Lego's original, looks like this. Now, I got the idea for this apartment building from this right here. The finished product, believe it or not, is this right here. Yes, Catzilla's in the background trying to destroy the building. He was not successful because, as you know, stepping on Lego bricks is painful, and for a cat, well, they're just not successful. But believe it or not, this idea right here, in my mind, transformed into this MOC here, complete with satellite dishes on top. So I will rebuild that one, and I will be placing this building on that section right here. Or, I'm sorry. I'm not paying attention. This one here is actually going to be another one of those red and white ones, a different variation of it, than the yellow apartment building I just showed you. Then after that will be the model townhouse, set number 4956. And that one is 4956. All right, well, I thought I had a picture of it, but okay, I do not. Oh yeah, it's the red and white duplex. I apologize. Okay, and it won't be the duplex, it'll be a different variation. Then next comes the family house, the 31012. And that one looks like this, and it does come with the lighted brick, which I do have the lighted brick, and yes, it does work. And I'm not sure how far I'm going to mock this one out, or if I'm just going to just put it out there as it is. We'll see. I hope to be able to mock all my buildings eventually. And let's see, next door to that will be the Lego Family Home 6754. That one looks like this, and it was a 3-in-1, and yes, I do have 3 of them. I do not care for this particular model right here, so I will not use anything even close to it. But this one is my favorite of it. I love the sliding glass door there. A lot of homes have those to go out into a deck or the backyard, and I will do that one. I do like this one as well, but I think the top there needs to be a little bigger. It will be mocked, but I have a couple of those, so I'll be able to throw those on there. As you see, I've got a space for 3 of them, and they come in, you know, it's a 3-in-1, and I bought 3. And the Lego Tan House, well, let's see. Problem is, I couldn't find a set number, so I can't find a picture of it, but I know what it is in my mind, but that doesn't help you guys. So let's just, it'll be a surprise or Easter egg in the future. And there will be this cobblestone road in front of it. It's going to be a 2-lane road, one in each direction. There'll be a little bit of green space across this street here. And then I'm going to have train tracks here. And then we're going to have a train drawbridge. This is going to be a functioning bridge. I don't want to give too many more details more than that. Stay tuned. It's awesome. And then on the other side of the train tracks will be a cliff. And it'll be a very sheer cliff with steps to get down to this lovely beach area. And that's the place to see and be seen in Legoland. And here, I had to abbreviate, it's LH for Lighthouse. That is going to be a lighthouse with a functioning light that will be moving. It will be powered. Stay tuned on that as well. If I can find the fishing place, the modular fishing Anton's bait shop that Lego came out a couple years ago, I was not able to buy that one at the time, just didn't have the money. But I did part several of those out in my Bricklink store, so I have the important pieces in the figures. So I still might be able to build it, and if I am able to build it, it's not going to cost me as much because a lot of the more expensive pieces I set aside. So there you go. All right, let's move over to this side here. We're going to put on this on the corner, fittingly, we're going to put the brick bank, which is, oh, you know what? I remember what I did here. I apologize for letting me go all the way up here. Okay, up here we're going to have the Green Grocer. Green Grocer was I believe, the 3rd modular building that Lego came out with. Very popular these days and very expensive if you try to buy it. I don't recommend it, but there you go. That will be there. And then next door to that will be the Corner Cafe. This was the very first Lego modular ever came out. It did not come with an interior. So, I have an interior for mine. I won't give up any secrets, but it's awesome. And you see here that it only has 1 level right here. Mine actually currently has 2 of the middle level, so mine's 4 stories tall. If I have enough pieces, I might add another one, or yet another one. We'll see. But mine is mocked out. And next we have the corner garage. That one came out last year in 2019, and that one looks just like this here. I have not made any modifications to it. However, I have thought about building a center section here, another one up here, so that there's 2 levels of apartments. We'll see. We'll see what the budget holds. And then next is a bowling alley mock. I can't give that one away at all. That one you'll just have to wait. Next is the detective's office. The detective's office, that one started off as a Lego original. It fits on 1 base plate. However, I have never been to a pool hall that only has 1 pool table. And I've never been to a barber shop that only has 1 chair. So I rectified that situation. Mine is totally mocked out. It's a road plate and a half. It has 2 pool tables and a bar. I don't know what pool hall you've ever been to that doesn't have a bar. I've never been to one that doesn't. So mine has a bar and 2 pool tables. And Al's Barbershop has 2 chairs. All right, moving along here. We've got the pet shop next. The pet shop was this Lego modular here. One of my favorites. I love the townhome next door. That is just awesome. And this one here has got the famous bathroom under the stairs. But again, one of my favorites. And let's see. Next we have the bookshop. Okay. Well, the bookshop there. Yeah, there we go. That's better. The bookshop. That one is the latest one from Lego here. And courtesy of Brothers Brick, they provide a full 360 of that one with the birch tree in the front. Really like this set. And that's going to be there. And the next is going to be Market Street. That is the only modular that was designed by a Lego fan. And that was the second one to come out. And that one will be there. Mine is not mocked out yet. It did not come with an interior. Mine does have an interior, so it's slightly mocked, but not enough I can call it my mock. So that's Lego's creation. And next door to that is going to be a mock library. All right. Don't want to give any away details on that one because I do plan on building a build video on that. So we'll let that one slide for now. We're going to put a park next door, a little green space. Next is Assembly Square. Assembly Square, I think, is the largest mock or the largest modular that Lego ever did. And also, I love this mock. I think it's great. I love the flower shop. I love the wedding cake in the window. There's nothing I don't like about this. This one's awesome. And next door to that will be the brick bank. The brick bank is here. Mine is not mocked out at all. It's a 100% Lego set. Again, I eventually want to rectify that and modify it heavily so that it may kind of look the same, but it's definitely going to be different. We'll see. All right. And then let's slide over here. This is going to be a very wide street. It's going to be 4 lanes, 2 in each direction. I have not decided if I'm going to put a sort of streetcar system in the center of it. And if I do, it may only be 1 each direction. But I don't know. We'll see. I lived in Germany for 3 years. I really like the streetcar system. And I have a couple streetcars, different colors for different lines. And I have motorized one of them. I haven't had the time or money to go back and motorize the other ones. But I do know how to motorize them. So maybe. We'll see. We'll see what the future has to hold. On this side of the street, we're going to have the, and do not ask me to even try to pronounce that, but that's the restaurant that was in olive green. That would be this one right here. This one has a little artist shop on the top. I do like this one. It reminds me of Europe and how they have the seating out front there and the seating in the back. Europeans like their outside stuff in the warm winter months, and I really enjoyed living there. And, well, yeah, I know you haven't really seen too many pictures of me, but if you did, you'd know I like the European food a little too much. But all right. Next is going to be the diner. This one, don't ask me why. It reminds me of Elvis, this little character. But anyway, it's a diner. I have not mocked this one at all. This is one of these sets that I bought it, put it together, and it stayed together, and I haven't done anything with it. It sat on a shelf, but it's going to sit on my city eventually. Next is the Grand Emporium. Boy, let me tell you, the Grand Emporium here. Well, I mean, Lego just did a really good job with this one. This looks like an old downtown, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say it, but Macy's, or if those still exist, I don't know. But one of my favorites. Just every detail is awesome. I love the mannequins in the window. Great use of minifigures. I love the flags. Love the guy washing the windows. Love the billboard. I just don't know anything on this set to hate or not like. And next door to that is going to be the Grand Lion Hotel. So far, I have done 2 videos on that. And so I have the basement and finished. The ground level started to be finished. So that's going to be the Grand Lion Hotel, and that is going to take up 2x4 road plates. That's 20 by 40 inches. That's pretty large. Next is going to be the Fire Brigade. The Fire Brigade I have not mocked at all. I just not that talented to copy an old building like this. I love the old fire truck. But mine's going to be a museum, because we're going to have a real fire station a few streets away. And because it's so old, only fits one fire engine inside, I'm going to make it a museum. Next door to that is going to be the town hall. You got to have law and order. And here it is. Here's the courthouse. Here's the lucky bride and groom there. Great set. Love the dark orange color. That was one of the first times that Lego used that color in mass. And it was very expensive when it first came out, but now those are pretty common. All right. Next, we have a huge police station mock. Again, Law and Order. And so here we have it. It's going to be 1 road plate by 3. Can't give anything up more than that. Next is going to be the McDonald's mock. This mock is very interesting. This is a mock where I used to work in downtown DC, and they had a McDonald's that was 2 stories tall. And I tried looking for pictures of it on the internet. I couldn't find it. But when I was doing my search, I came across one in Hong Kong that was of similar design. So I patterned this after this, and then later on, I found someone who did almost an exact replica of it. So he must have been looking at the same picture. I did not buy instructions from him, and because I did not see it before I built it, I did not copy them, but they are very similar. If you look on the internet, there are some distinct differences, but they're minor. It's pretty amazing how 2 people can do that. It is built already, but I don't want to give up anything more on it, like what it looks like. Next is going to be the town plan. Now, the town plan came with 3 buildings. It came with a gas station, a courthouse, and it came with the cinema. All right. So the courthouse here is going to be there. And we're actually going to probably make that a museum as well, because we already have another courthouse in the town center, the other Lego one, so the other Lego thing. So I'm going to do the gas station on the corner. As you can see, that's a nice corner piece there with the wraparound there. And then we're going to do the Palace Cinema. That one is, again, one of Lego's masterpieces. That looks like a movie theater you would see from the 40s and 50s, or something kind of reminds me of one of the buildings in Back to the Future. But anyway, love this one. Love the black limo. I love the use of the round bricks, the clear yellow to make it look like lights. I love the coming attraction stickers in the window. Great set. That'll be sitting there. And then we'll see the backside of the Grand Lion Hotel. And then the movie theater from this here will be there. That has been mocked out. It is bigger. It does have a back to it. Same with the courthouse. The courthouse also has a back to it. I've mocked that one out. Okay, the next is going to be a Chili's mock. That is not my mock. That is a directions that I bought off the internet. Love the set. It's one of my favorite restaurants. Some good memories there. And so it's built already. It's going to be there. Next is going to be the City Restaurant mock. That one, I believe, came from the same guy that did the Chili's mock, if I remember right. But I don't remember. It's been so many years. Next is going to be a 1950s cafe. It's not going to be quite a Johnny Rockets, but it'll probably remind you of one. It's going to have nice checkered board floors, an American flag on the wall. I have built this one before. It's a great set. The next one's going to be a Hard Rock Cafe corner mock. This one, I do not know if you can buy the instructions off it. All I have is pictures of somebody else's creation, and it has a nice, beautiful electric guitar, and that is right on the corner, hanging off the building. I'm going to try to replicate that. Okay, let's move on the other side of the street. We're going to have a Lego store. And the Lego store is a mock. It is kind of Lego's idea. At least the front of it is. But Lego built it really small. And I'm sorry, but I don't believe anything but going big or going home. So I had to modify it, and it comes complete with 2 Duplo bricks in the front as advertising. Next is a post office mock. I have no idea what I'm going to do here. And I should explain. Along the center here, this line is going to be a hill, so that this is going to drop so that there will not be any parking garages or sewers underneath on the left side of this line. So we're going to drop it there. So the post office, half of it's going to be on one level, one on the other. What I'm thinking is maybe a docking station back here, and then the main building up here where customers come in. The hotel with subway station. That is a awesome Lego mock. It is not my own though. It is instructions I bought online, and it is built on a hill. So you got the hotel on one side on the top of the hill, and there's stairs to go on the back side to a subway station, and there will be a subway running underneath this section right here. All right, next is the white hotel MOC. Big, 1x3 road plates. Pretty big hotel, not quite as big as the Grand Lion, but we're getting there. Don't have any pictures of it. I have built it before. Next is I saw a Steak and Shake MOC online. Did not find instructions for it, just found a few pictures, so I'm going to have to recreate that. Coffee shop. Okay, for that one, I'm not sure which one I'm doing. I have seen so many different MOCs at coffee shops. I've seen an actual Starbucks MOC. I've seen generic coffee shops. Now there's Dutch Brothers. It's kind of competing with Starbucks in real life. So I'm not sure, but there will be a coffee shop MOC. Next is going to be a big box store. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a Walmart, a Target, or maybe just a generic. I've actually seen a Best Buy as well MOC, and that's actually going to be up here. But maybe I might switch these around and do something different. But anyway, there'll be some sort of big box store here. And here's going to be the end of the line. So you're going to have a subway station up here, and then a subway station yet down here. And then we're going to have a green space of park. All right, across the street, we're going to have a little strip of green space, railroad tracks, then we're going to have a zoo. I've got so many Lego animals, I got to use them somewhere, and what better place than to make a zoo? Next door is going to be an amusement park. Over the years, Lego has come out with 2 carousels, they've come out with 2 Ferris wheels, they've come out with a glove ride from SpongeBob, and they've come out with some other ones, a pirate roller coaster, a kiddie roller coaster, as well as the regular huge roller coaster. So somewhere in there, we're going to mix a bunch of those things in there, and there'll be a few custom rides. Oh, and there's the mixer too, the one that folds up into the semi-truck. That will be in there somewhere. Next is the Castle Hotel. Okay, so the Castle Hotel has a bit of a sad story. I built the Castle Hotel originally when I was about 10 years old, which we don't need to speak how many decades ago that was. Let's just say sufficiently, it's been a few. Okay, so the Castle Hotel I built when I was about 10, 12, and when I built it, it was made completely out of those old castle panels that were 1x4x6, I think they were, with a little cutout arch window. And we used to have a screened off patio where I lived, and the kids behind us saw it one day and commented on it, and then a few days later the screen was cut and that building was stolen. Well, it's never sat right with me. I can't say it was those kids, but you have your suspicions. Anyway, point is, it was gone. It was a great creation. It was one of my very first MOCs I ever did. Well, now that I'm older, a little wiser, and have a little more money, guess what? That's going to be rebuilt, and it's going to be grander than it was. And in fact, on top of the train tracks is also going to be a monorail and thing on top. And the monorail is going to have a switch, and one of the stops is going to be right here at the parking garage behind the Castle Hotel. And because like I said, along this line, the sea is going to drop. Instead of have parking underground, we're going to have it on top here. Okay, next we're going to have mostly out of dark tan masonry bricks. We're going to have a fire station, and it's going to be huge. 1x3 road plates, so that's 10 by 30 inches with a little piece back here because I have a huge ladder truck that will not fit on one road plate, so I've got to build one piece of the garage sticking out here. Hopefully it won't look too funny, but we'll see. All right, and this one here again, I've seen pictures online of a great MOC. I can't give credit to the person because I'm not quite sure where it came from. However, I will possibly either copy it as close as I can or use it as inspiration to make my whole different idea all by myself. Don't know yet. We'll see. And next is a 7-Eleven MOC. What city in America doesn't have at least one 7-Eleven? About none that I know of. But anyway, I have built this one before. It is, and actually I built it before Lego came out with the Quickie Mart for The Simpsons. So I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I kind of wonder if Lego has some secret cameras in my house because their shelving in there looks very similar to my shelving. And I had mine on Twitter before Lego ever came out with it. So maybe it's not a camera in my house. But anyway, just joking. All jokes aside, what I said is true. I did come out with mine before theirs, but the secret camera is the part I was joking about. Bad joke. Okay, next will be the haunted house. Now, this one... okay, here we go. It's the old haunted house. I love this haunted house. Many good things on the interior. We'll skip that for now. Then next door to that will be the new haunted house. I love the stained glass in the front. This one is just about as awesome as that one, except for this one's a little taller, but who knows? Who cares? It's awesome. And then next door to that is going to be the Ghostbusters Firehouse. Why do I call it a MOC? Because any of you that have bought the Ghostbusters Firehouse headquarters knows that that set is absolutely awesome, except for one detail that Lego should have never allowed to happen, and that is Echo 1 cannot park inside the garage. So what good is it? So I'll tell you what good it is. The good is I've expanded mine, and it's big enough for Echo 1 to fit inside. So no more than that. Oh, well, one more thing I'll tell you. It always killed me on that set how there was only 3 lockers with 3 poles, when we all know there was 4 Ghostbusters. Which Ghostbusters they left out in Lego's rendition of it, I don't know. Mine does not leave it out. There's a 4th locker, a 4th pole, so we have 4 Ghostbusters. Across the street, we've got a hospital MOC. All right, that I will not give up anything. Great things there. Okay, the movie theater from the town plan, which there you go, right there. Mine has a back to it, like I said, and more seats and some other goodies inside. All right, next is a bicycle shop MOC, and I should have put MOC. I don't know why I didn't on there, but well, that's going to be just a standard road plate, 10 inches by 10 inches. Next door is going to be the motorcycle shop, and I don't like how that looks, so there we go. Okay, so the motorcycle MOC there, or motorcycle shop MOC. That is another cool idea I have. And then next door to that, we're going to do a dealership, so you can kind of get a theme here. We're going to have bicycles, motorcycles, and then cars. All right, we've already gone over the parking garage. We've already gone over this. Okay, let's slide this all the way over here. Okay, so starting here, we're going to have a road that's going to loop around, and we're going to have an airport terminal. And we're going to have a monorail station. We're going to have a huge, well, yeah, that's pretty big. It's a little bit more than 2 road plates wide, and it looks like it is about 5 road plates across. So it's going to be a pretty big rail yard. It's a way for me to display all my trains. I don't want to have a loop around the whole city because that takes a lot of room, and I want the room for other things, but I will display my trains here. We're going to have an airport terminal, pretty large, connecting to a parking garage, but most airport terminals are large, and there's going to be a taxiway with gates here. We are going to have a double runway here, along with grease spaces in the middle. Of course, you really can't put buildings in the middle of an airport runway, right next to an airport runway. Here I have to leave blank because unfortunately the constraints of my home, there is a door right here, and I need some sort of pathway to get in this room. So this light gray area will be left blank. All right, moving right along. We have an airport runway, double, I said that. Okay, then we're going to have a movie shooting studio. It will be mostly an outdoor studio. If you think about it hard enough, you might figure out what movie we're going to be shooting there, but I won't want to give that up, so we'll let that go. And no, it will not be Jurassic Park, because Jurassic Park is next door. Again, I'm trying to use as many of my Lego pieces as I can, and what a great place to put a bunch of Lego dinosaurs. And then next is the Wild West Museum. You guys might know the old Western Lego sets like Fort Legorado, the bank, the jail. Well, I want to do an old Western town museum right here. All right. And then next will be a 2-lane road going all the way across, and it connects to the highway bridge over there. Next, we're going to do a harbor, C formation. We're going to have some cranes over here to pull some stuff off. Actually, over here, I'm sorry. To pull some stuff off of boats. And then we're going to have a warehouse distribution center right next to it. And why not? Be efficient, less space or distance to travel in order to get the goods from the harbor to the warehouse to the big box store over here. All right, well, I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making this one. I have to say, this is the most time that I have spent on any video, and it probably doesn't look like it, but it really was. In order to map this out, get the measurements, find the set numbers, the pictures, the editing, and everything else, this was the most time I've ever spent on a video, but I really enjoyed making this, and I hope you guys enjoy it just as much as I enjoyed making it. I hope you guys have a great week, and please, if you like the Lego video here, please subscribe, please hit the like button, please share the video with others on other social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, any other place that you can think of that you're on and that would have Lego fans that would enjoy it just as much as us. And I failed to mention there will be some openings here, and the reason why is I know that Lego will come out with modulars in the future, and I wanted to leave some room because this is going to take quite some time to put together. So in the time that it comes together, I don't want to be able to miss to put a Lego modular building on here, like the ones that come out with every year. And also stay tuned for next week. Next week I'm going to be working on the parking garages and the sewer on the other side of this river walk here. I can't put the pirate ship in because currently the table ends right here at this line, right where it's going to start. So that will be next week. We'll be building the sewer and the parking garage. Again, I hope you enjoy these videos, and I'll see you guys next week, and be safe out there.